Hello everybody, Rambo here. I hope you guys had a good day today. I was here for a little bit, but then I had to go see the dentist and get my teeth cleaned and all that good stuff. Remember guys, there is a world outside of day trading. Please take some time off and rest a little bit and enjoy friends and family and things of that nature. Not necessarily just on Saturdays and Sundays. Life will go on. Sometimes not making a trade is would have been the best thing for you to do. And today, considering what the SPY did, today might have been a good day to take the day off. Very very tricky day for the SPY. It started off well. Let's see if I could get this over here. There we go. If you look at the day today with the SPY, we started inside here. Now what I do, I think I mentioned this before a couple times. The day before, I go on the daily chart and I put the high on and the low on in the candle. And when it's in between here, it's very, very choppy. And look what happens. Boom, it just absolutely tanks. Okay, this happens sometimes. It's just stop loss raids. Believe it or not, Tuesdays and Thursdays, guys. Not every Tuesday and Thursday. I'm just saying when this happens, it seems like it always happens on a Tuesday and a Thursday. So just to let you know, those are my two unfavorite days. Monday, great. It's buy day. Friday is or buy day. Monday is sell day. Things are going up. You could sell what you got in on Friday and make some money. Wednesdays are usually mellow. Tuesdays and Thursdays is a little schizophrenic because this stuff happens. Usually happens about right there at the beginning of the day. So I'm always a little skittish there on Tuesdays and Thursdays in the morning, just to see what's going on with the SPY, see if we're going to get rated or not. But now with all that said, Sybil, just going up and down here again on the that asymmetrical wedge. And sorry, I had to get that started up again here. And that does not guarantee. Now, asymmetrical usually is a continuation wedge. Okay, so if we're coming down below, most likely that means that is going to go up. Okay, but not all the time. Okay, not all the time with the asymmetrical or symmetrical wedge. A lot of things could happen with that. So just be careful when we come back down here. It looks like it should come back down and maybe test the 0404 area, somewhere around there, and then maybe a break to the upside. But if we break this Andrew's pitchfork here, this area, we could come back down and test the -1 deviation line again. So just be careful with that. But Sybil is looking pretty nice right now. So, but just heads up to be looking at that DPLS. Again, we had this downward resistance line that we broke, came up, just retraced a little bit. Now we're at 0.0898, just kind of consolidating right here. We bumped up against this resistance at around the 0.948 area, and now we'll see what happens. We do have support right here coming up. We're right about on there, so I'm looking for us to probably break that resistance. That's the 4-hour, or that's the daily resistance. This is the 4-hour resistance on the deviations. If you notice, again, that's that automatic support resistance indicator that we'll be looking at Saturday. And sure enough, it just came up, met that resistance, and stopped. So I think this week we should break out of this and work our way up to the means. Right now, today it's at 0.1268. We are in an uptrend, so that's a good thing. If we do break this right here. Most likely we're just going to drop back down to, 0.819 area on the -1 deviation where we do have a lot of support there, and then maybe we'll make another run at it there. So I'm not too concerned about DPLS right now. It's looking pretty decent. Uh, FERN, Fern, bounced off of that, the Andrews pitchfork on the bottom, and now we're making our way up. We do have a resistance downtrend line here that we'd like to break. Maybe we'll bounce back down and support at 0408-ish area, and then maybe make a bust through there. Or, we have had resistance here before at the 1 deviation mark. We might come down and retest the Andrews pitchfork again, which would just be, at the means line right here, and then maybe making another push. So we do have quite a bit of resistance right here. So if we do break that, that's a really good sign that we're going to have another really good push with Fern. So that's good to see. Next, I'd like to take a look at Eyeless. Eyeless again, kind of just near double top area here. The support set up at or resistance at 494. We did come down today. We finished at 4619. We do have this downward resistance trend here. Something that would be really nice here. It looks like here we have concurrence. We have the 1 deviation mark here. It comes right in line with the resistance downward trend line, and we have the bottom of Andrews pitchfork here. So big spot right here on what it's going to do. If we break that and hold, if the candle holds, really, really good sign that we're on our way for another big upturn. Or we can continue a lot of the fear of a lot of the traders. They see that double top and they just start selling off. Definitely the buying pressure has gone down. The selling or the selling pressure is just kind of so they're not really, they're kind of just seeing what's going on here. So I think a lot of us are kind of looking at this going, okay, let's see what's going to be going on with Eyeless here, whether it's going to tank or take off again. Tank or tank off, that's it. So maybe that will be the title of my video here today. Next, we have MJWL, if I could find it here. Wow, 22.73% today. Not bad at all. Here's that resistance or support trend line right here. We bounced right off it, very close to the -1 deviation. We did hit resistance right here. This is the daily resistance, and this is the daily support. The blue is the daily 4-hour support, and the magenta is the 4-hour resistance. And look at that, guys! It hit right smack up into that on the daily chart here. We're on the 4-hour chart, so we this is why I just absolutely love this new support resistance on the deviations indicator that I've been working with Paul, or I'm sorry, Robert, and at Fun with ThinkScript, and I'm really excited about this. And because look, I was waiting and looking and going, okay, we'll see if we could break this. If we could break this, MJWL is in for another big run. If it bounces off, I really don't know if it's going to do that, because the movements like to go toward the deviations. If it's going down, it likes to go down close to the deviation right here twice. Can that happen right here? Well, let's look. Well, there is a little resistance along, right here. And if we draw a parallel line with that deviation, we are right there. So we'll wait and see what happens with MJWL. But it did, boy, it got back into the Andrews pitchfork. So is this a fake out here where, got a lot of people to sell, and then boom, we're right back into the pitchfork again, maybe on our way up to the average price. of this move right here. So that would be really good news for MJWL. It could be you know, another big takeoff again. So good news for MJWL. PUGE again, 3.58%, right there in that resistance area. At the 1.5 deviation mark, we do have a downward trend resistance line here that we're dealing with. At around 0.01 to 4 or 5-ish area. So we'll see what happens here. We'll either break that, and then most likely we're on our way up to the second deviation at 0.143, or we might come down and just take a little rest. The support is right on the 1 deviation mark. So we'll wait and see what happens with PUGE. Let me set up a Fibonacci here real quick on this. Okay, look at that, right on the 50. Remember what I said, guys, a marathon, you need a nice couple month rest for a movement is 50%. That's the prime, great, perfect rest. Not too shallow and not too long. You wait too long and you get a little rusty, and then the bounce isn't that high, and then we consolidate, and then we could be in la la land for a while. But this is just looking really good for another big run here with PUGE. So exciting time for that. And then here's one that I haven't talked about and discussed too often, but let's see if I could bring it up. Here we go. Is TGGI. Great day today. It held and stayed at 0.0284. Why is that important? Well, okay, this is the 4 hour. Here's the daily chart. Now the daily chart, it maxed out, like I said before. It usually, that fourth deviation, and we tend to start moving down from there, and that is a concern. We are in the red, and above 70 with the fib, but wow, look at that buying pressure, and the selling pressure is just tanking. So that is one sign, but this is what gets me excited, guys. Right here. I don't know if you can see this, but this is way back in 2009. Right? And remember Spirit? They had a big old cup. Nothing but flat. Nothing but flat this whole time. And then, nothing. Here we are, right here. All of a sudden, now we have a beginning to something special. If you notice, where we're at right here, if you're bringing over here, this little tiny candle, right, the wick is at around the 0.0305 area. Okay, now usually this long ago the wicks, but right here is 0.235, and we held over that. We're at 0.187. So I'm looking at around 0.305. If we could get above 0.305, guys, again, it's only my opinion. It does not mean this is going to happen. But what I'm saying is it's a very, very exciting place to be when you see that there's nothing there, no resistance for all this time. Remember with Spirit, I said it's like taking a ball. It rolls down. It gets a lot of momentum. Look at that. There's nothing to stop that momentum. And all of a sudden, boom. Okay, we could be coming up to 0.954ish, I think it is, or so. So we're from here, I think it was like that area right here would be 262%. to get all the way to the top of the the candles here, we're looking at 438%. The very high, if you really want to think moon's the limit, that's 653%. Now remember, guys, that this is a monthly chart. It took months for this to happen, and it took months for this to happen. So it doesn't mean that that's going to happen overnight. It doesn't mean that anything's going to really happen. But it is exciting to see that and the possibility for that. So you guys just maybe just keep that on your radar. Maybe think 0.0305. If it gets up there and holds, I definitely might put a half position in. We do have a lot of this that we have to deal with. There's definitely some resistance at 1583. 0.20, 20 cents. There's some at 30 cents. So really, if you want to think, we got 1054. So 10 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents. Up here's probably 50 or so, 40. 40 cents, 0.4078. So 10, 20, 30, 40, guys. That's literally the countdown to a rocket ship right here. But even if we just get up to 10, 10 cents, that's a lot. So just letting you I'm not making this a call out yet, but it's something to definitely have on your radar. So and with that said, guys, I hope you guys have a really good night. Get some sleep, and we will be seeing you tomorrow.